Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for January 1st, 2021. Luke chapter 2, the Nunc Dimittis. When Mary was purified, Jesus and Joseph accompanied her to the temple. Simeon, a devout believer, was told by God that he would not die until Simeon had seen the Christ, the Messiah. So God directed Simeon to come to the temple when Mary was making the sacrifice for purification. And Simeon takes Jesus in his arms and says, verse 29, "No, Lord, now you are letting your servant depart in peace, according to your word, for my eyes have seen your salvation." Simeon is trying to say that God had fulfilled his promise. And now, Simeon is ready to die, for Simeon had seen his Savior and the Savior of the world. Many times, older people ask God, "Why are you waiting so long to take me to be with you in heaven above?" We don't know how long Simeon had to wait, just like we don't know how long we have to wait. But I am assured it's worth the wait, and that God always keeps his promises. So Simeon praises and thanks God, and then states God's promise is now fulfilled, but yet there's a little bit more. Verse 31, "That you have prepared in the presence of all peoples." Just as the angel announces to the shepherds the birth of our Savior, Simeon now announces to all around him that God's promise of a Savior has now been fulfilled in their presence. Not some unknown, distant future, but here and now. Simeon then states that this promise is not just for him, but that Jesus is, verse 32, "a light for revelation to the Gentiles, and for the glory to your people Israel." And so what would be the response of Mary and Joseph, who were probably surprised when Simeon comes up to them in the temple? Verse 33, "And his father and his mother marveled at what was said about him." Now, the hardest part of this event, the prophetic truth. Yesterday, I mentioned that we shouldn't be jealous because somebody receives a special gift from God and we didn't. Because sometimes we don't always know what those gifts will actually bring. They might bring a little bit of extra responsibility we weren't intending. And now Simeon had some very difficult words to say to Mary. Verse 34, "And Simeon blessed them, and said to Mary his mother, Behold, this child is appointed for the fall and rising of many in Israel, and for a sign that is opposed. And a sword will pierce through your own soul also, so that thoughts from many hearts may be revealed." Yes, Jesus will reveal all hearts, based upon if they also believe and trust in the promises of God. This is a joy for those who are waiting, but a judgment for those who have rejected the promises of God. And for Mary, unfortunately, her soul will be pierced, as she will have to see the crucifixion of her own son. Join me again tomorrow as we hear about Anna. God's peace and many blessings be with you. Thank you for watching, and please take an opportunity to share this message with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois, 60544. Thank you again for watching.